It seems like MW3 Zombies is receiving one final overhaul update. Let's break down all the changes and new content being added in this video. So let's just start with the biggest one here. Rumor, PvP may be coming to MWZ in the form of a separate PvPvE game mode. So this would be a huge contrast to what we have right now for zombies. Of course, zombies right now is already different from traditional Treyarch zombies, like round-based zombies. It's more like DMZ, but with zombies and a little bit of an Outbreak vibe as well. It's a ton of fun, but adding a PvP element now would take us even further away from that normal zombies experience that a lot of people want to see, but it might bring us closer to DMZ last year, almost exactly like DMZ, but with zombies, which a lot of people do want to see potentially, because there's a lot of DMZ fans still out there that are kind of sad that it didn't return for MW3 and Warzone this year. Although there is a large chunk of the DMZ community, let me know down below if you're one of those people that actually really didn't like the PvP aspect of DMZ to begin with, and maybe enjoy the fact that MW3 Zombies is just like DMZ, but without the PvP nature. So let me know down below what type of fan you are. Did you prefer DMZ over zombies because there was PvP? Do you like zombies because there's no PvP like there was in DMZ? Maybe there's another part of that as well. Do you like DMZ better overall, but you would rather have DMZ without PvP? Let me know down below. But for this here, at least the leak is saying that it would be a separate mode anyway. So MW3 Zombies in theory would stay intact exactly how it is, but there would be a separate mode to have PvP on top of that as well. Now, again, this is not confirmed here. This is a leak, but a lot of leakers are saying PvP confirmed for MW Zombies. Another leaker is saying the same thing as well. So there's a lot of lines of code that are hinting towards this PvP mode coming to MW3 Zombies. And it's also not that surprising to think about, because Treyarch, if you guys don't know, are no longer fully focused on the mode and are instead finishing up Black Ops Gulf War, which is honestly fine by me. I would rather them do that to make a great COD and especially a great zombies mode. But who's working on this mode now for MW3? Apparently it was High Moon Studios, but their studio just got cut massively. Maybe Infinity Ward as well. A lot of rumors here, but regardless, they're more likely to add PvP and other DMZ features like that than Treyarch ever would. So I'll be sure to update you guys on that. As long as it releases as a separate mode, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. But before we go through some more stuff here, quick shout to my partner AIM Controllers. The controller you're seeing up on screen is the one I use every day. Great quality customizable controllers over there, lifetime warranty, all that good stuff. If you're in the market for a controller, be sure to consider it. Use code MATTERS at checkout if you do buy one. Really do appreciate it. But for some more stuff here, there's apparently still a ton of zombies warlords in the files of this game that haven't released yet, and a lot of them are coming from DMZ. So to run through a list here, we have All for One, Chemist, Gunslinger, Maestro, MD, Phalanx, Rainmaker, Rush Hour, and Shadow. So will we get all of these in the game? Probably not, but a select few of them could easily return in this game. Some are new, some from DMZ. It's going to be the same type of Warlord update we get every, season and a half season. It's nothing too exciting, but it still is cool content. Now, I did see a previous leak as well about not just these Warlords being added as enemies, but them being playable operators as well. I saw this specifically for the Chemist here, which I think would be so cool. If you could go into zombies, defeat a Warlord, get some other new schematics, stuff like that, but also actually get the skin, get the Warlord himself or herself as a main operator, as a playable operator, that would be so much more interesting. The Chemist, especially that yellow Chemist outfit, would be so fire. So having him in zombies, you defeat him and then you unlock his skin, his operator in the game, whatever they want to do. That would be so cool. A much better reward than what we're getting right now for most of the Warlords that they add to the game. So we'll see if they end up doing that in the near future. It could be pretty sick. And for other updates as well, we have Season 3 zombies, quests, or other Easter eggs, stuff like that. So we have Cleanse Relics, defeat Champion, escape the Rift, follow Jansen, investigate Orbs, breach Storm, investigate Relic, locate Jansen, shatter Crystal. So should be a very similar quest to what we just saw for the Dark Ether mission in Side City we just got for Season 2 Reloaded, which is fine, not a big deal. And that new Dark Ether Rift location will most likely be Zarqwa Hydroelectric, based on the leaks here from, of course, Al Mazrah again, which is not surprising. It seems like all the new locations will just be POIs from Al Mazrah. They do look, as I said, a lot better in the Dark Ether form than in Al Mazrah. If they just added the Al Mazrah version with no tint, no Dark Ether skybox, that would be so insanely boring. So at least it looks cool. It looks like you're in a different environment. Even though we just saw these POIs last year, it makes it much more enjoyable, but obviously it would be a lot better if we had wholly new locations, going back to old Treyarch zombie maps like Transit, stuff like that would be so much cooler as a Dark Aether Rift than what we're getting right now, but it still is not that bad. Another one in the future as well could be Mount Zaya Observatory. So again, for the rest of these seasons, 4, 5, and 6, it's just going to be other Al Mazrah locations. So let me know down below your opinions on that. Now, in regards to entirely new exclusion zones, different maps to play on in Zombies as opposed to Urzikstan, we thought going into this year that Zombies would follow a similar format to that of DMZ, to where, of course, last year, anytime there was a new Warzone Resurgence map, it was brought directly into DMZ. We had other DMZ locations as well. It was a pretty cool setup there. Even though we already saw it in Warzone, it was still cool to play it in DMZ. We thought at least we would get that for MW3 Zombies. We have right now Urzikstan, which we have in Zombies, but we also had Ashika Island, Vondel, pretty close after the launch of the game. Then we just got Fortune's Keep as well, and we're also getting Rebirth Island very soon, and none of them are playable in Zombies, which is so unfortunate. So much lost potential there. It would be so sick to just play the same exact missions, the same exact stuff, but in a different area, a different scenery. It would make it so much more enjoyable. The replay value would go up a lot as well. Again, DMZ on the different maps there, it wasn't that different map to map, but it just made things a bit more interesting, and each map did have a slightly different nature and character to it. You did play a different way based on the actual map layout. It made it a lot better. So for Zombies, it would have been so sick to see that, but at least as of now, we're not getting that. Although there are some leaks about Rebirth Island being playable in Zombies in some type of way. So there's a line of code that says Rebirth Infill BR DMZ Common. So what could this be referring to? A lot of the DMZ code was brought over and left over into MW3 Zombies, since of course Zombies is pretty much DMZ, but with zombies, right? A lot of the framework of MW3 Zombies is from DMZ. So you're going to see a lot of old code from that mode. That's fine. But the problem is Rebirth Island wasn't around last year, so why would that be leftover code? Rebirth Island is going to be a new Warzone Resurgence map, but there would be a new piece of code added to the game for this new update. And of course, now DMZ would be referring to MW3 Zombies, since the actual DMZ mode does not exist here. So could this be referring to Rebirth Island being playable in Zombies in some type of way? Potentially. Of course, no confirmation on that. Since we don't already have Ashika Island, Vondel, and Fortune's Keep in Zombies, it's very unlikely we'll get Rebirth Island, but Rebirth Island would make the most sense for Zombies, since that's the, base of Mob of the Dead, where the map was first added to Call of Duty to begin with there, and that would be such a sick addition. And hopefully someone at Call of Duty, someone at Activision, I know Treyarch's not focused on the mode anymore, but maybe IW and High Moon Studios, they realize this is a great opportunity to have a pretty decent update for Zombies. So whether or not Rebirth Island is going to be a wholly new exclusion zone to Zombies, or just a Dark Aether Rift location, or a one-off Easter egg, who knows? But that would be a huge waste of potential for sure if Rebirth Island is added and no part of it is playable in Zombies whatsoever. So this code doesn't confirm that, but it's a good tease, and it definitely is possible to see it in Zombies in some type of way. So we'll see very soon what happens with that. But overall, those are the main overhaul changes we're expecting to see for Zombies here. Now, we did talk about round-based Zombies. There were some leaks and rumors about some type of round-based mode returning, and Treyarch said themselves that they're going to try to satisfy round-based players in some type of way. We haven't seen that thus far. I do feel like it's very unlikely we get any type of extra round-based mode. That would be sick if we did, but probably not going to happen, so I'm not going to talk about it too much in this video. I may still talk about it in the future. Let me know down below if you want to see some discussion on that, but for now, PvP, zombie bosses, new Dark Aether Rifts, and stuff like that is still pretty cool to see. So let me know down below what else do you want to see for Zombies updates. Be sure to subscribe for more COD update videos like this. Shout out to YouTube channel members as always, and I'll see you guys in the next video or live stream. Peace out, guys.